Good morning, good evening, good night, depending where on the world you are. I am Scott Center from World Trade Center Savannah. This is Allison-Wright from World Trade Center Gibraltar, and this is Centerpiece.
So we're really lucky today to have Carlos Ronderos and Ignacio with us. So Carlos has been involved with the WTCA for some years now. I think it's almost 15 years if I've got it right. We would love to talk to these guys about Latam and the region, because it was India and China at one point. Now it's really Latin America that seems to be leading the way within our network growth. So let's kick it off with Carlos. Yeah, why is that the case?
Well, the thing is, we looked at what happened 10 years ago, and there were 15 World Trade Centers in Latin America. Now we have 60.
60,
and
60.
I looked, 60, wow. And I looked at the figures because we just got Punta, which is number 60. So I said, goodness gracious, it's huge growth. So I looked at my notes and realized that 10 years ago there were 15. So it's times 4, and that's amazing. It's been an amazing growth.
Well, even that you're with 60, that's even losing 5 of them.
Yeah.
So let's basically say you went from 5 to 60. So you've added 55 in your tenure. Now, the big push right now for World Trade Center Association is we want to have 500 members globally. What is your secret sauce? How are you? You're the one we need to look to, because you're the one who greatly increases the amount of licenses.
No, it's a combination of things. First of all, a lot of good members that are happy with the association and have seek to expand and have other licenses. So like Ignacio, that have Montevideo, and then they had Punta del Este, Argentina, that had first Buenos Aires, and then Rosario and Córdoba, and so on and so forth. So we have a lot of multiple license holders because they were happy with the license and they grew. Then we have a very good connection and good collaboration. So when people want to see a license, they travel to Montevideo, they travel to Argentina, they travel to Sao Paulo, and they see what the World Trade Center is. So that's also collaboration. So we have a lot of referrals as well from members. So altogether it's a combination of things. It's a combination of things. Ignacio can comment on that.
I think that I want to recognize your job, Carlos. I think that your passion and your consistency and the relationship with all of the region was very important for us. So you have been with us in tough moments. We have the pandemic within this 10 years, and we have been very close, and you maintain the Latin American spirit all over the years, and that's why we are growing. I think that also the energy that we have in all the regional meetings is great, and we have developed a good ecosystem all over us.
So, I mean, it's on that point of growth. I mean, we were in a presentation earlier here in Philadelphia about the Global South and how the Global South is likely to contribute more in GDP growth than the Global North, that has tended to contribute more to global GDP growth more in the historic times. So tell us a little bit more about what you're experiencing in Montevideo and Punta del Este in terms of that area, and why you think that's the case in Latam in this instance.
Yes, in our case we developed 2 free zones, one in Montevideo and the other in Punta del Este. So for us the global business is crucial. I mean, when we talk with our customers or our tenants about WTC and how it allows them to be part of a global network, it's like a passport for global businesses. So they have the chance to interact really fast with other markets. That is basically their target. So WTC for us is very powerful.
In your answer, it's basically if you know, you know. So once you know about a World Trade Center, once you get involved, you want to have more and more and more. And that's definitely true because it's such a great organization. But Ignacio, you've seen how he's operated. It's not happening everywhere. How can the rest of the World Trade Center learn from Carlos or what he's doing? How can we do what he's doing?
I think that as I mentioned before, being close, just to understand, it's not just to sell a license or just convince somebody to be part of our community, is to understand which is their business very well, to understand which would be the benefits that they can get from the license and for be part of the community. And again, engage in the great events that we are developing across the world, not only in the regions, and also keep the community vibrant about the events, about the subjects, about the contents, the business contents that we also share during our meetings.
And you talk about events. You've got an Investor Day coming up, haven't you? Is that in Brazil?
Yes, we have one in Brazil coming in May, and that's a new thing we're doing in Latin America. This is, we did the first one last year. This one will have one in Brazil, one in Mexico.
Excellent.
So what we do is we invite a lot of possible potential investors in a region of Brazil or in Mexico where there are no World Trade Centers, and we get people that have developed World Trade Centers, I mean real case studies, to tell their story.
Yep.
That's what we need, people who telling the story, and the investors there waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, if you allow me, also have fun, you know,
Yeah.
because we work hard, we make business connections, we talk about business, but we also have time to have fun.
Well, my wife is watching this. Please don't tell her we're having fun. She thinks we're work. So. But yeah, well, it's cutting edge. You're always having programs and events that are relevant to people who are in global trade, and I think that's a huge reason for your huge success.
Yes, I think the regional meetings, we've been having regional meetings, and they've all been very successful. And people go because they like it. We have fun, like Ignacio is saying, but at the same time we're good friends. I mean, we've made a very good community, and at the same time there is content. There is content, we always have it, like the one we have in Mexico this year, or the one we had in Curitiba last year, that there's a lot of content, and people are glad to go, and they come back and attend. So we have a very vibrant community around World Trade Center.
And now I'm probably speaking for you guys as well, but when I first met you, Carlos, there's always a bit of an aura around you in terms of the presence. And for those people that don't necessarily know, perhaps tell us a little bit more about what you did before WTCA.
Well, before WTCA, before I joined the association, I was in public office. So I served as Minister of Trade of Colombia.
Wow.
And I did some politics, city government, and city councillor, and so on and so forth. And I went, before that I was a developer, and I developed the World Trade Center in Bogota. I was the manager. So I knew a lot from the hands-on how to do it.
And do you think you sort of bringing some of that, that sort of public approach, that sort of that confidence into the WTCA network has helped?
Yeah, I think the combination of being a World Trade Center developer and having a vision of the public thing, I think that helped a lot.
Carlos, you're successful in so many areas that are all relevant to what we do, and you could very easily have just sat on your laurels and just, I've accomplished all this, that's enough. What keeps your passion and your drive? Thank you for that.
I love World Trade Center. I mean, yeah, like you say, I should be playing golf. And my wife says, why aren't you playing golf with me? And yes, I love it. I love to travel, and I like to see people, I like to meet people, and connections and networking. So that's my world, and it's always been there. So.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah. You're also a great advisor for all of us, because since your previous experience with the Colombian government as a developer, for sure, when we have some doubts or we need an advice, you for sure have the right answer, because you know somebody or you have experienced the same situation that we are facing in the past with another member. So that's, for us, is...
Yes, yesterday we were having dinner with one who's already a member and wants to develop a new World Trade Center. So we had a very long meeting, and he said, yes, that's what I want.
Brilliant.
And so bringing new things. We brought in free trade zones. So the first free trade zone was Montevideo. And then I brought in Martin Gustavo Ibarra, who now works with the association.
FTZ guru.
Yes, and we've already, the first World Trade Center free trade zone of Martin's program was in Dominican Republic, in Latin America as well. So
fantastic. Am I right in saying that virtually every country then in Latin America now has a World Trade Center license? Is that correct?
Well,
we're almost there.
Yes, all but Peru.
Right.
We lost one of the ones we lost was Lima.
Okay.
Well,
So
I suspect next time we talk to you, you'll be calling us from
Well,
Lima,
I
Peru.
I sincerely hope so. Yes.
fantastic. And well, the only other question I was going to say is how is it useful, obviously, that you only have two languages to speak primarily throughout Latin America? Is that one of the reasons?
That's not true. We've got Portuguese, we've got Spanish, and we've got a very active World Trade Center in Guyana, Georgetown,
Oh,
which
that
speaks
is
English.
And we are going to have a new member.
And Brian will tell you that if you say that to him.
And we're going to have a new member from Paramaribo this year.
Oh wow! Okay, brilliant.
And so that will be Dutch.
Oh, fantastic.
so it'd be four languages.
That's ruined the whole.
But no, but it's important that most people speak Spanglish, Portuñol.
Yeah.
So it's easy to communicate.
Yeah.
Eddie is practicing.
Yeah, exactly.
We are
aprendendo.
Aprendiendo y practicando juntos.
And I'm still learning English. Well, anyhow, this has been great. Not only are you adding these licenses all throughout Latin America, but it's also the spirit. You're very active. All the licenses are active with each other. I see more activity coming from Latin America that I'm actually participating on your WhatsApp chats than any other region.
Yeah,
so it's I think so much of that is because of you, and also because of you, because of your spirit and your vitality.
You
So
need to feel it. You're
I
invited
feel
to
it.
the next regional meeting.
I gotta get there. I want to be there bad.
Okay.
Well, anyhow, thank you very much for taking y'all's time away from this very
Thank you.
beneficial meeting we're having in Philadelphia. And wherever you are in the world, good night, good morning, good evening. And this has been Centerpiece. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.